Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Harmony 1 update. But listen, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis in the market. Let's dive into Harmony 1 here, guys. If you've been following Twitter, if you've been following the updates, you know what we're looking at here on this micro zoomed in price action. If you're new here to the videos or to Twitter, I'll start off on a zoomed out look here on our macro 2-day chart here. So what we're mainly looking at here is our higher time frame trend line, which is kind of like a good midline, kind of where it splits this price action going all the way back to 2019, where it's been support, resistance, flipped it here as support. And then we had some excellent touches here that proved as great entries here on Harmony 1 back in June of 2021 and again in July, where we've had some nice entries for Harmony 1. And now we've kind of broken down from our mid-tier time or our mid-tier trend line here. Here, if you look on a 12-hour chart, we kind of had this mid-tier time frame trend line here that we now broken down from, back tested that as resistance, and we're now falling down. And I'll show you what I'm talking about if I zoom in here on price action here on a 4-hour chart, where on Twitter we were actually tracking this. I had all these patterns and updates for y'all on Twitter, and this was all tradable, where we were creating this descending pattern, broke out of it, had a nice break, came here and peaked at about 23 cents or so, and then fell down. And then I actually updated on the Twitter with a potential head and shoulders pattern here that played out, and it offered a really nice entry here on a short as well as a long back off this line. And I'll just play this clip for y'all real quick where y'all can see.
And if we take if this were to prove as a head and shoulders pattern here, we take our candle body down to our neckline, we go from the point of break here, and it just happens to meet up right with our higher time frame trend line here. And what I'm showing you here is that we could back test this line. We could short all the way down here, pretty long off of it. I think if we do come down here for Harmony 1, again, guys, not saying this stuff will happen.
So there you go, guys. So I pretty much exactly showed y'all what I was talking about, where we have this head and shoulders pattern here, and I measure that out for y'all. You know, we go from our candle body down to our neckline, and go from point and break, and there you go. And you can see how that target was nearly perfectly met there for Harmony 1. So we had the perfect short coming off this line where we came in. If we zoom in on price action even more, we can see where we had this level of support, and it proved as support. We broke down from it, had a back test here. So we back tested this level as resistance, and then we had that fall down that proved true from that head and shoulders target. And it also perfectly met with this higher time frame trend line here. But now what we have kind of going on is this downtrend, we can see in this white line right here, right, where we kind of have this downtrend pattern. And I think to prove this current uptrend off this line as true, that we would need to come up and break this level right here. So if it, price action were to do something like this, where we're able to kind of come up, break through this level, back test that level as support, that's where we could see ourselves good for continuation, and then potentially, come target higher levels, maybe come back to this resistance level here for Harmony 1. But if not, if we see price action we come up here and we get denied and we fall down from that level, that's where we're going to see ourselves giving a retest of this higher time frame trend line. And if it were to not hold again and fall down and back test that level, that's where we could see more further downside here. If we come up here and price gets denied off the downtrend line here again, comes back to our higher time frame trend line here, and fails to hold a support once again, we backtest that level of resistance. That's where we're going to see further downside, guys. And if we zoom in back out to a 2-day chart here, we don't have too much support here, right? I mean, we can utilize some of these price levels, but until we probably get to right around 9-10 cents or so would be like the next level of support for Harmony 1, guys. So if we were to break down from this higher time frame trend line here, you're kind of looking at a next level of support kind of right here in this pocket, right about there is where I would personally be looking for a next position in Harmony 1 on a long, should we prove this level again as resistance and we get back in a little bit. If we come down here and back test this level, this higher time frame trend line, guys, as resistance, this is where I'd be coming down to look for a next position on Harmony 1, guys. So that's what we're looking at. Again, we bounce off nice higher time frame support here. We had a perfect short entry. I mean, it coincided perfectly with this long position. So now we're bouncing up. We're looking to, hold this level of support, get back above this downtrend line, right? Prove this downtrend is over, right? Get back above here, start making higher highs and higher lows here. And that's where we consider ourselves good for continuation. Obviously, it's going to be dependent on the market, dependent on Bitcoin. And again, guys, if you're not on the Twitter, get over there. That's where I'm giving all these time-sensitive alerts, these trade setups and things like that, guys. So if you enjoyed the video today, if you found it helpful, throw a like down, throw a comment if you have a question. Thanks for watching today, guys.